Hey guys, my name's Trapixium. So, ignoring that graceful entrance I just had, let's start today off right. Let's talk about cops. What? Just saying sometimes cops can be good when they are doing their job. Good example, look at the cop of the Decamillennial, Argus Kos. In fact, let's get into that right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you Argus Kos, the hero cop we didn't deserve. Agrus Kos may be one of the most important people in all of Ravnica's history. The Boros Wojek, which is essentially just a street cop, mind you, managed to save Ravnica not once, not even twice, but 3 different times. Matter of fact, everything that is happening now is all because of him. Agrus grew up an orphan, with the dream to join the Boros Legion and protect the citizens of Ravnica. When he came of age, he went into basic training, and when he completed basic, the rookie Kos was partnered with Myzil Zonich, a veteran Wojek who Kos admired very much and was everything Kos wanted to be. Kos would soon learn a very valuable lesson that you should never meet your heroes though, as during a bust on a Rakdos gang leader named Paula led way to Zonich killing a little girl, trying to get to Paula. And surprisingly, Zonich went mad with guilt and grief and tried to blame the sole witness to the act, Gerard, who put the little girl there to lure Paula in. Of course, Kos stopped Mysil from killing Gerard, but Mysil slipped and fell off the roof where he fell to his death. It would be the first mistake Agrus makes and the start of his drinking habit. And let me tell you, this guy drinks like a fish. Kos went on to become one of the best investigators in the Wojek, but for all of Agrus' success in his career, he could never recreate that same success in his personal life. Multiple failed marriages, a constant bout of alcoholism, Kos was never happy outside of work. As time went by, Kos refused retirement. Granted, he probably should have, considering there was no healing magic that could help him at this point anymore. The buildup of healing mana in his body from using teardrops to quickly heal wounds had come to a head, and any more use of that kind of magic would cause a massive heart attack. In spite of this, Kos loved his job. He felt perfectly at home on the streets, and in his time on the force, he had 7 different partners, most notably the angel known as Feather. However, his own success would cost him his last bit of happiness. Shortly after being given a new partner named Bel Borka, what is that name? Kos got a forced promotion, and as it turns out, Bel was his replacement. In the days leading up to his promotion, however, the two would come across a plan that would seek to destroy the Order of the Plane as they knew it, and sadly Bel died as a result. After Bel's death, Kos broke Wojek sanctions and began an investigation with the help of Feather. The first lead being Saint Baal, a recently killed member, and a high-profile member at that, of the Selesnya Conclave. This meeting introduced him to Fawn Zonich, Mysil's daughter and the bodyguard to Baal. It was then the duo learned the leader of the Golgari Savra was involved in the conspiracy, which brought her brother Gerard back into the fold. All of this culminating at the celebration of the Decamillennial. Sazda, leader of the Demir, had triggered his plan to kill the parent Mat Selesnya by killing Savra. With that, he would end the Guild Pact and the Conclave. Kos and Gerard managed to stop the Demir parent and arrest him. This is where all of Ravnica's problems began. The Guild Pact was officially broken. Following the arrest, Kos became renowned for the bust, but Kos absolutely hated the spotlight. So much. He retired and disappeared to the lesser districts of Ravnica. Kos became an Orzhov security guard in the Odvara Reclamation Zone, where he helped his old friend Pivlik. From there, he lived a quiet life, one suited to a man of Agrus' age. But Kos remained bothered since the celebration. Where were the Firemane Angels? A question that had driven Feather out of the city. Sadly, this wouldn't be the only thing to further complicate Agrus' life. Teysa Karlov claimed her inheritance and moved to Udvara, causing the crazy Archmage Zomaj Huak to speed his plans along to take over Ravnica using dormant dragon eggs. He would rule Ravnica with dragons as strong as Niv Mizzet. With Teysa's help, a Gruul chieftain named Vor Golazar and an Izzet courier named Crixix? Okay, seriously, take it from me, One X in your name is enough to confuse people. Two, you're just asking for your name not to be pronounced at all. Kos and Teso recreated the spell that Zamaj used to enslave the first dragon hatchling. Using the two of their own newly acquired Dragos, they killed the hatchling and Zamaj. Sadly, Zamaj wouldn't be the only person to die that day. The sphere-carrying Agrus crashed, fatally wounding him, and at the end of his life, it would not be his wounds that killed him, but rather a heart attack via a teardrop Crixix administered trying to save him. Wow. That foreshadowing is so deep the screen just went darker. Impressive. Agrus's funeral was a solemn event attended by his closest friends, the people with whom he had saved the world with. Sadly, this would not be the end of Agrus Kos. What? You thought that was the end of the story? Just because Agrus was dead? No. Wojeks all have a clause in their contracts that state their spirits will serve the Azorius Senate in the afterlife. So Grand Arbiter Augustin IV brought Agrus back from the dead specifically to stop Sazda in an attempt to finish off the rest of the Guild Pact. Kos didn't have a choice in the matter and was teamed with Law Mage and Ectomancer Obez Merzetti. Again, names. What even? The first job was to investigate the involvement of Simic Combine leader Momir Vig. Upon infiltrating Novagine, sounds less phallic. Kos managed to find out about Momir's plans involving one experiment Kraj. Kos, with little choice, killed Momir, but was too late to stop Kraj's release. With one giant ooze on the loose, Kos and Obez returned to Prav to tell Augustin what was going on. However, Augustin knew what was going on the whole time with Sazda and planned to seize control of Ravnica for the Azorius once the Guild Pact was completely broken. All of that changed when the Boros warship, the Parhelion, came roaring across the sky. Piloted by Sazdak, he flew it straight into the Azorius Guild Hall. Absolute mad lad! Kos immediately went in after Sazda and found his way to the controls. He confronted the Dimir parent and imprisoned the Vampy boy in a prison designed to capture souls called a Grounder. Kos then goes on to meet up with Augustin, where upon finding him, throws the Grounder at Augustin, and like the Pokemon no one ever wanted nor asked for, Sazda comes out and removes Augustin's soul. With Augustin dead and Sazda on the loose again, Kos was made the Warden of Agrum by Feather, then the leader of the Boros. Wow. Great timing, Feather. Great timing. So, that is the life of Agrus Kos, the hero cop who not only saved Ravnica, but also created the current Ravnica we see now, all because he arrested the Dimir parent Sazda, that we now have this problem, where the Guild Pact was broken, a new one had to be written, the failsafe failed, and now here we are. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord, follow me on Twitter, all that stuff. And with that being said, you guys, may the Lotus watch over you.